Welcome back to First Take. Hello. We have updated the list for one Stephen A. Smith, okay? So now we have a modified.
It's modified.
As it is fluid. So now it's fully fluid into the next block. Stephen A.'s list, top 5 teams. Here we go. Lions, Bills, Colts, Eagles, Bucks. I still would move the Eagles up above the Colts, but it can't be perfect. Are we happy with this list now?
It's modified. Even I can be correct.
Yeah.
Even I needed the correction. Y'all got me today. I had brain fog. I completely forgot the Rams lost. It's on me. I completely forgot. So thank y'all for very much.
Okay, so
leave it to y'all to get me.
That's
leave it to you
two.
two.
The best.
And you,
what has happened to you today? Have you been hanging out? Did you wake up with Canty? You understand what I'm saying?
No, I did not.
I don't mean it like that. I'm talking about on the radio. I'm talking about the radio.
Listen to the show. She was
Listen to the show.
Listen to the show.
All right, let's go to the Cardinals now, okay? Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon catching some heat for the way he responded to Amari DiMercado's mistake on Sunday. You could see him kind of going at him. This is actually a fan video that caught this on camera, and so he got right back up in his running back's face, kind of smacked him before walking away. But yesterday, Gannon did show some remorse for his actions. Listen to this.
I woke up this morning and didn't feel great about it, honestly. And so in the team meeting, I addressed it. I apologized to Amari, apologized to the team. And I just told him I kind of let the moment of what happened get the better of me there. It's not really who I am, who I want to be. And I told the guys that today. So it's a mistake by me, and it's just like everybody in there. Everybody made some type of mistake yesterday, which is, culminates to why we didn't win the game. And we can't let it happen moving forward.
All right. The video's not great. He did address it. He did say sorry. And so I feel like we do this every week now. Like someone's making a mistake on Sunday with heightened emotions and then we're addressing it. But nonetheless, we have to. What did you make of his apology and the video, Stephen A. Smith?
Well, first of all, you don't put your hands on it. You don't put your hands on anybody. Because obviously had DiMercado put his hands on the coach, it would have been a different animal, and there would have been severe repercussions, as it should have been if he were to do something like that to his coach. It also shows the importance of people, knowing how to conduct yourself when you're in a position of authority, because clearly you felt that you could get away with that even in the moment because you were in a position of authority. It is inexcusable, but props to him for owning it, apologizing for it, speaking to it publicly. What I will say is this, though. It also speaks to the level of pressure coaches feel. This is the National Football League, and you see these guys losing 3 weeks in a row on a field goal to end the game or whatever. You could lose your job for that. And so, again, there's no excuse for what he did. And certainly, I'm not absolving him from that culpability at all. But I also think it's important to use this to highlight that the players aren't the only ones with their jobs on the line, because we see people losing their jobs all the time. And if you had a comfort level with your job, with your tenure or what have you, perhaps you would have acted a bit differently. It just shows, it's an illustration of the kind of pressure that comes with the responsibility that he has. Again, no excuse, you got to handle it. Otherwise, you don't belong in that position. But it does highlight that level of pressure.
Oh, there's no question that he's feeling the pressure. It's his third year. The first 2 were losing seasons, and through the first 5 games, he's got a losing record. And oh, by the way, you just lost to the winless Tennessee Titans, starting a rookie quarterback on the road who was down double digits in the fourth quarter.
Right.
So not great. Coaches are in an unenviable position. God bless the men that do it. I would never want to have that job. That said, you have to have a certain level of professionalism and a certain level of decorum. And when I heard that apology, I had to ask myself, is Jonathan Gannon sorry for what he did, or is he sorry he got caught? Because when you hear him explain the situation and apologize the day after, he conflated what he did to the mistakes his players made on the field. And let's be clear about one thing. The nature of those mistakes is not the same. Amari DiMercado dropping the ball before the end line, that's something that we see seemingly every week in the National Football League.
Which is also inexcusable.
It's inexcusable, but it's not the same thing as putting your hands on another grown man.
That's right.
There's a certain level of professionalism that you have to conduct yourself with when you're a part of the NFL. It is a privilege, not a right, to be a part of our game. And Jonathan Gannon violated that with how he undressed Amari DiMercado on that sideline on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, props to DeMarcado the way he handled it. Like, I'll be honest, I've been very heated on sidelines with players and coaches. You put your hands on me, it may go, he controlled it.
It may go bad for you, coach.
Yeah. And so, tip of the cap to him. I do think the apology was authentic from Gannon. I was with J Mac this morning on Get Up, who he was on his coaching staff and knew him and said, from his experience with him, he would tend to lean that way as well. Look, we're in a profession. It is. We don't have HR departments, right? Dominique Foxworth said that on the sideline. There are conversations that are had. There is no excuse to ever put your hands on somebody, from a coach to a player. I've had coaches fight each other, players fight each other, but you don't put your hands on a player. I appreciate the apology. Whatever he has to do to earn the trust back of his players, he has to now work for that, because again, there's never a reason to do that. It could have gotten a lot worse. Thank God it didn't. And they're at the place. Hopefully he and DeMarcado work it out and have conversations privately about that.
I felt bad for DeMarcado watching that video. I did feel bad for him. And I know he apologized. I didn't love the end of the apology either, but hopefully these two can work out some way to move forward. And it's not going to come from way of wins. I don't know what's going on with that Cardinal schedule, but it is tough.
He don't get the benefit of the doubt the rest of the way.
No,
I don't think he's earned it.
Oh, scared. You scared? Scared money don't make money.
Well, I'm not betting money.
Okay, that's what you need to hear. That's all I need to hear. I just need to hear.
You like money too much.
I'm not doing any mess up my dollars. But I'm telling you right now, here's the thing. You hope when it comes to Trevor Lawrence, you have aspirations because you saw the brother coming out of Clemson.
Right.
You know what he's capable of doing. Got the right size, arm strength. He ain't looking over offensive or coming defensive lineman. He can see over defense to fling the football. He can make all the requisite throws, et cetera, et cetera. But the fact that he has been so unproductive over the last couple of seasons is alarming. Entering his 5th season, he's 1-1 in the playoffs. Been in the playoffs one time. You expect more from him, and you haven't seen it. And you found yourself asking why. Now, if you're the ownership, you can't really knock them for giving them the $55 million they gave them, because you're looking at the quarterbacks out there. I mean, everybody's getting paid around that money. Right. What you gonna do with it? I mean, Tampa hit the jackpot because they got Baker Mayfield for like 33.
Right.
Okay, but that's an aberration. You didn't expect that. So with Trevor Lawrence being the #1 overall pick, the hope and the expectations that you put on them, you're looking at it from that standpoint. But this is his 5th year, CC. This is his 4th head coach. So I'm not putting all the blame on him. Just like I talk about with Caleb Williams. In 18 months, the brother had 3 head coaches and 4 different offensive coordinators. That's an anomaly. That ain't supposed to happen. Right. In the case of Trevor Lawrence, this ain't supposed to be his 4th head coach in 5 years, but he also has something to do with that. Because when you say you can't get right, they would talk about head coaches couldn't get him right to a certain degree. So the word trust is strong. I'm not going to say that, but I will say, he has the potential, and that's the operative word.